Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. I'm outside and I'm looking and I have some ripe bananas I need to pick off that tree over there. I actually had some bananas off our tree. Very nice. Very sweet bananas. They're small bananas like the finger bananas, but really good. Are you actually ready to retire? Here's the question. There are many that ask me, are you ready to retire here in the Philippines? And how do you do it? And what is the best way to do it? So this video coming up, it's going to be about that. So, retiring in the Philippines, people say, is anybody actually ready to retire? You know, that's the thing. Are you actually ready to retire? Everybody's ready to retire, right? I have notes here because my brain cannot handle everything. And what I'm saying is, are you actually ready to retire? Some say you need in the bank, you need $500,000, $200,000 to retire here in the Philippines. And I say it just depends on the person. Some say that you need, $2,000, $3,000 to even live here. I don't know. I guess you do if you're going to have 3 or 4 maids and a couple of cars and things like that. You know, I grew up in Arizona out west. We didn't have much growing up. We had all we needed. We had plenty of food. We had clothes, and we were okay. I did not know any different. But as time went on, I ended up in the South. And as you know, Southern living, they have gardens. They do their thing. They kind of live off the land. They hunt, a lot of hunting, a lot of fishing, a lot of fresh fish there, a lot of hunting and things like that. And I actually learned that lifestyle. I actually learned how to live. You don't need much in life. You need quality of life. You need clothes. You need, of course, you have to have insurance. You have to have insurance. You got to have some money for food. You need flour and meal and everything else. But also, what else do you need? You need a quality of life. What's quality of life? It's different for everybody. But what I'm saying is, like for me here, for a lot of people, there is the new American just moved here. Him and I talked. We talked about that. You can live reasonably. You can live on, $1,000, $2,000 a month. Presently, he's been here a few months. He says he's living in about anywhere about $300 to $400 a month on his current lifestyle. He's got like a family of 5 to feed, and so he's just doing his thing, So it depends on where you live, where you're going to go, and what you're going to do, right? But here's the thing: once you retire, how much money do you have? Do you have 5 or 10 years of savings backed up? Not everybody has 5 or 10 years because they never made enough money to even have 5 or 10 years of backup in savings. So how in the world is somebody going to save 5 or 10 years of backup? Even if you were smart and saved every penny of your money, how it's 5 or 10 years? It's $20,000 a year, $10,000 a year, $15,000 a year, $50,000 a year. So what you got to have? $500,000, $2 million? Not everybody has that. Most people retire. I was looking at statistics in Social Security. The average retirement check in Social Security is $1,200. Back when I retired, it was $800. The average Social Security check was $800 when I retired. Because I was talking to the lady, and we were talking about that. The average is about $1,200 now. So people getting to about $1,200. They say some are getting more, some less. Some are on SSDI and get more than that. But a standard policy will give you, pretty good. Standard policy. I was watching this spider that actually flew in here. It's on top of the phone. But the standard income from Social Security right now is about $1,200 is what Social Security is saying. I think that most people that are coming here, it varies on their income. Now, a lot of people aren't coming here. Is it going to open up enough in the next 6 months or a year for people to start coming in? I believe so. Thailand is starting to open up. Things are opening up that more so than they ever have been, as far as they just opened up some parts of Manila They're trying to introduce more flights or flights. Flying, yes. A few of my friends just got back in the U.S. this week. I have a couple friends in New Hampshire just got back. I have another friend who went to Canada just got back this week out of here. I have another one that's going to be leaving here soon, and he's got all the proper paperwork and he's leaving. But most of us don't have a lot of savings. Most of us, I say us. What's a good amount of savings? Doesn't matter. You can say, oh, you need this. That doesn't matter. You figure out. You live up what you have. Your means of money. You live on what you have. If you know you have $1 million in the bank, would you go buy a car? Sometimes maybe, sometimes not. Do you need a car? Here. You need a car in the U.S.? Yes. You got to have a car in the U.S., but here, that's not necessary. Get a motorcycle. Scoot around. You need something, scoot around, get your car, you know. Of course, too, you know, people say, well, I'll sell them a car, boat, house, everything else. A lot of people want to travel back and forth, and that's another thing. If you're going to be able to travel back and forth, you know, a lot of people just keep their things that they have there and just come here for a few months and then go back to USA for a few months because they want to get out of the winters. But there are some people that actually miss the winters. They cannot, they miss the snow. They miss the environment like that. I found myself the first 2 winters, I did not miss the snow when I left Buffalo. But after that, I felt like that I missed some parts of that time frame, that I missed some parts of that snow. Yes, I missed, I guess it was the bonding that I have with my buddies and friends and everything else, you know. So, things like that. Most of us will say $2K a month. Remember, there's a lot of people that they live on what they have. And people live on, and some retire early. Some people will retire early. Let me get this. I got some messages coming through. Some people will retire early and have the availability at 59 or 50 and 40 years old to retire. But I say if you're actually coming here, you can actually figure it out. If you can't, go back. What's the worst case that'll happen? You have to go back to the States, and that's the worst case that'll happen. So you come here and you find out you can't make it here. You go back to the States. Can you make it there? Can you make it there on $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month? You can in some areas. There are people living for $1,000 a month in the U.S. and been living for $1,000 a month in the U.S. for a long period of time, and people continually do it. But I want to do this video is because people are saying, I'm really nervous about coming. Well, come here and try it for 3-4 months and make a decision whether you want to go back or not. I got a package out there. A guy shows up with a package. But people are coming here and they're testing. They find out, oh, I can actually do okay here. There's some that are here now that need to go back within a short period of time, and they're trying to get flights back to go back because they need to go back to work and earn an income because they're not officially retired at their current age. So it's just a matter of making that decision on what is a good time for me to come. I made a decision to come here at 59. And I decided, I said, okay, I'm out of there. I'm done with all. I was just tired. I'm out at 59. And I came here, and I've not regretted one time that I've been here. I've not regretted one second that I've been here because it's actually been very enjoyable and very pleasant and very less stress. For me. Now, I don't know about anybody else. Some people will say, oh, you know, it's just stressful here.